It's the end of March, which means I'm going to show you guys my update on my monthly makeup bag. I'm also going to be rolling in my Project Pan All the Things 2K17 update into here because I really don't want to have to upload two almost identical videos. So I'm just going to start with this one because this one's probably going to garner more interest. So this is what the bag looks like. I have added some items in here that aren't part of the Project Pan just because I got so bored with what I was using, and there are some new faces in here and some things missing, and we'll get into that later. So these are the first two interior pockets. This one has all of like my, well, some of my eye stuff, and this one has my lip stuff. Let's start with the lip stuff. At the beginning of the month I had the Benefit Balm and a Trestique item. Obviously both of these are no longer here. The current lip balm that I'm using right now is the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer. I literally started using this today, so there's really not any progress on this. And the lipstick that I'm using is the Besame Chocolate Kiss lipstick, and I've been using this both on my lips and also on my cheeks. And it hasn't really gone down so much in height, but I do notice that the sides are a little bit squatter than before. Now moving on to the eye stuff. The first product here is not a Project Pan item. This is just my mascara. It's the Must Have Maxi Volume, and I do really like this. Now onto my eyeliner. This is the Marc Jacobs Blacker Highliner, and that's all that's left. Just that little squidging bit. And not gonna lie, that's because this did break twice. I didn't use it up like a madwoman, it just kind of broke. The first time a pretty sizable chunk came off, but I didn't let that go to waste. I did an improvise, like, Mad Max look with it. I had a lot of fun with it, and then I spent several minutes trying to scrub that off. And the second time it actually broke earlier today. Somehow some lip balm had gotten on here, probably when I swatched it next to a lip balm, and it wasn't transferring, so I was trying to wipe it off, but around this much came off of it, so now it's even smaller. So this was not organic progress, but here we are. This should be done by the end of next month, no problem. Oh, and also, since this is a update for the bag, I don't like this. I went into this thinking that I liked it, and at the time I did, but as I've used this more, it continually dries out, making it harder to use, and I just no longer enjoy this. So once this is done, I'm just not gonna repurchase it. Moving into the main pocket here, we've got a lot of stuff. So this is a non-project item. This is the Stretch Concealer and Light from Glossier. I like this. It's best for under the eyes. Here is a Project Pan item that I can't really show progress on. This is the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. I've been using this off and on, sometimes heavily, sometimes sheerly. I don't like marking my packages, so sorry, but yep, it'll be done when it's done, I guess. I did hit pan on MAC Blush Baby, and that is because I used a duo fiber brush, and whenever I use it, I would just kind of like rub it in there like you would a stick trying to make fire, and so it kind of drilled the hole down. Also, a few times a day I would reapply this blush, and once or twice I may have like tried to set my entire face with it just for shits and giggles at night before I washed off my makeup. So kind of cheating, but honestly within 2 or 3 days of using this I was already so bored with it. So I think I'm going to retire this for the time being because I've already hit my goal. I wanted to hit pan, I hit pan. So I think I'm going to retire this for now. I'll reach for it if I really want to, but I'm kind of over this blush. It's pretty and it had its time with me, but I'm good without it. Alright, here is the bronzer. This is NARS Laguna, and as you can see, I have expanded the pan a little bit. We've got this corner here all done. I didn't use this for the majority of the month, and then I started using it in my crease, and then for probably the past week and a half, I've been using this very, very sheerly on like the outer parts of my cheekbones just to subtly give some more warmth since it's warming up here. So yep, that's the progress I made with that. And here are my two MAC shadows. So again, this is another not entirely organic panning thing. This is MAC Soba. This thing had so much hard pan that I had to scrape off several layers, and for a while I had to scrape it every single time that I wanted to use it. But now that I have kind of like gotten it over here, now I can just go in with a brush and it's fine. And then over here, I did hit pan on Wood-Winged. So that was an organic pan. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I tried expanding it, but I just honestly, I get so bored of using the same products every time if I don't absolutely love them. So, yep. Good progress here, met my goal there. And here is e.l.f. Cruisin' Chic. I have quite a bit of a crater going on in here. And I use this pretty much every single day for the first like 2 weeks. I don't think I've touched it in over a week at this point. But even so, I'm pretty proud of that crater. Now this one is going to look the most dramatically different. And this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duo Powder. You ready for this? Wabam! So I started off with the tiniest bit of pan on this side and no pan on this. I hit pan on this within a few days and then it just started crumbling. Both sides started crumbling and basically every single time I would use it, big chunks of powder would just split off and die. Like you can tell that there's space between the powder and the pan there and I'm so done with filling in my brows with powder, you guys. I can't. It's too much work. I don't like the look. And this powder is just pissing me off because it is so messy because it crumbles all the damn time. So I think I'm gonna just try to power through and finish up the dark side because I wanted to get rid of all this dark pan and hit pan on this. So this side, I met my goal. This side I'm still working on. But, So I kind of got somewhere with the Benefit Erase paste. It looks pretty much the same. It's a little bit deeper. This is just too dark for me right now, so I think I'm gonna have to shelf this until I get a little bit more color in my skin. So this one is going to be stored until I can use it. This isn't makeup, but it's still relevant. This is the Dior Addict to Life perfume. When I started, it was like in between the two D's, and now it's like over halfway down the A. So I made a pretty good amount of progress. I didn't even use this every single day, but I still really like it and I'm gonna be sad when this is gone because this has been discontinued. Thanks, Dior. And here is my highlighter. This is the Quartz Halo Scope. This is the last project pan item in here. And it doesn't look like I got very far on this, but there is a difference because now I can close that when it's fully scrolled up and it doesn't smash through. There's actually a little bit of a baby gap. I made a lot more progress on this than I initially anticipated, but this is going to be one hell of a slow moving product. Oh my god. And here I have 3 items that I added in because I was just getting so bored. I just wanted something else. I have these 2 Glossier Perfecting Skin Tints. This one is in light, this one is in medium. I use these to just kind of even out my skin tone a little bit more. And I mix the 2 together, and then I have this Dusk Cloud Paint also from Glossier, and this has like been my go-to blush for the past week. I really like this. None of these are in Project Pan. I have no intention of putting them in the Project Pan. I just had to show you guys because my bag changed and I got bored and I had to do something else. Moving on to the rest of the stuff for my Project Pan. These are all the things that I've been using this month that are still with us. So here is the Lush Lullaby shampoo bar. It doesn't look like I've made any progress on this, but I've been using this like every 2 or 3 days and I really don't need that much. I just kind of like scrub it in between my hands and then like run my hands through my hair and go from there. So this is gonna take forever to finish. Holy shit. I've been using the Glossier Mega Greens Galaxy Pack for probably the past 2 weeks or something like that. And I've made some serious progress. I hit pan. There's probably like maybe 1.5 good uses left in here. Here's the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. I've been using this like once or twice a week. Not a whole lot of progress on here. All you really need is like a scooplet and you're good. But there we go. And here is my bottle of the Milky Jelly Cleanser. It's down to about right there. It started up somewhere around here. I use this every day, twice a day, various pumps required for whatever is on my face. Yep, should be done pretty soon. Now let's talk about all the stuff that has left us this month. This first item that I have here is the Glossier Soothing Face Mist. This is a rose water spray. it's empty. I used this up 2 days ago and my skin feels better without it on. So yep, won't be repurchasing this guy. I have another Glossier product. This one I actually used up today. This is a Glossier rosebalm.com Universal Skin Solve. And I don't like cutting things open. It just looks messy. It's grody in my opinion. So yep, I squeezed everything I could out of here. Like I flattened this and I did that and I got every last drop that I could. This product, I really like it for like my elbows and my cuticles. Don't much like it for my lips, and it's a little greasy on the hands. Oh, I do like it for feet though. So I'm not like itching to go and buy this. It's not a bad product, but it's not one that makes me super happy every time I use it. So it's kind of it's good, but it's not like stand out to me, you know? I did use up my Whoosh shower jelly and I used this up 2 days ago. It's gone. I really liked using it. I've repurchased it in the past. I probably will repurchase it in the future. However, I do have some other shower jellies that I need to get through, so that's gonna be a long way off. I finished this up this morning and again, I don't cut my things open. This is basically everything that I could get out of it. And this is the Murad Essential C Day Moisture Broad Spectrum SPF PA+++. While I did like this, it was a pretty comfortable facial SPF. I don't like it for $63, which is what the full size retails for. So I'm gonna have to find another option because I'm not dropping that much money on something that I liked but didn't love, you know? The Derma E Purifying 2-in-1 Charcoal Mask is gone. You know, it's another clay mask. I like it. Don't like it as much as the Glossier Migraines Galaxy Pack, but I do like that I can use this as an exfoliator. I have a backup of this so I don't feel the need to repurchase it, and when that's gone, I may or may not buy it depending on how much money I have or if I just happen to be around it. So here is the Benefit Beta Balm. I scraped out pretty much all the stuff that was in there, and this is a product that I did like, and the more that I used it, the more that I liked it. It was pretty comfortable. It gave my lips a nice red juicy appearance, but it's $18 and I have so many other freaking lip balms that I'm in no hurry to repurchase it. I may repurchase it in the future, but right now I don't feel that I have to or that I should. And the last product that was used up is this Trestique Chile Red Mini Lip Crayon. Also scraped the heck out of there, put it into a little pot and used a lip brush. Again, the more I used this, the more I liked it. It is fantastic. Such a great color, so comfortable on the lips. It can be a little bit more sheer or it can be built up and just be like in your face, bright cherry red. And for like such a velvety matte, it was so comfortable on. I really like this, but the full size is $28 and I don't have the money to like spend on a single makeup item that's worth that much right now. But you know, in the future, this is definitely going to get repurchased at some point because this ended up being like one of my favorite red lipsticks ever. So out of everything that I used this month, I made my goal on 10 items, whether that's used up or hit pan. So I'm feeling pretty good. My overall goal for the Pan All the Things 2K17 is to meet my goal on 50% of items, so 31 items, and right now I'm almost 30% of the way there. So for a first month, this was tremendous. I am feeling really good about this. Granted, a lot of these items were halfway used up by the time that I had added them in here, but you know, I started off strong. I'm feeling really motivated and I'm feeling really optimistic about the future, so that's fantastic. The rest of the Project Pan items that I used this month, I have made progress on. So there are 14 items here, and out of these 14, I'm only really benching one of them, and that is the erase paste. It's not being kicked out of my Project Pan or anything. I'm just going to be putting it somewhere else until it is appropriate. The majority of these items I'm going to continue using next month. However, I'm pretty sure that I am going to be swapping this out for a different product. If you want to know what I'm going to be using next month in terms of makeup, keep an eye out for my April monthly makeup bag, which will be up later this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you are enjoying this Project Pan because I sure know that I am, and I will see you guys later with more content. Bye.